What's up, APES junkies? I'm Thomas.
And I'm Ellie. And we're going to teach you how to measure turbidity. Okay. So, to measure turbidity, first, you have to place some of your water sample into this mini beaker. So you're going to take your mini pipette and squeeze it, and place it in your large water sample and release the pressure. It'll fill up, and then you want to place that water into your mini beaker. And do that until it's full.
So now we're going to put the turbidimeter on the GLX, and we're going to take our sample, just keep it on the side. First we have to calibrate the turbidimeter. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put the distilled water vial here, as labeled, into the turbidimeter, close it, and press the green button, and it will begin to flash once the sample is recognized. So if the sample is recognized, then you take the distilled water out and put in the 100 NTU sample and press the green button again. And when it stops flashing and it says 100 or around 100, you know it recognizes it and it's accurate.
So next, you're going to take out the 100 NTU and place in your water vial that you filled from before. Do not press the green button again. It should display the correct turbidity. Now ours is showing 0, which means that this water is pretty close to distilled, which means it doesn't have a lot of particles suspended in it. Yours might be 0, so don't be surprised if that happens.
If you have any questions, consult the front of your turbidity pack. Once you're done testing your turbidity, make sure to empty your mini beaker. Nice work, Ellie.
Thanks, Thomas. Don't forget to place all of the materials in the correct place in the turbidity container.
Now we're going to teach you how to test nitrate.
First, you want to fill your reaction tube with 15 milliliters of your testing water. Next, you want to open the zinc foil pack, empty the contents into the tube, cap the tube, and shake it for exactly 2 minutes.
Next, we're going to add 10 drops of the acidifier solution into your empty 25 milliliter beaker, and then after we're done with that, because I did that before we started filming because I'm a genius, we're going to add your sample solution that's in the reactor tube into your empty 25 milliliter cup. Be careful not to put any solid material into the empty beaker, previously empty beaker. Now you're going to take this Easy Snap ampoule and we're going to put it in the sample and snap it against the side so that there's a small bubble, and then you're going to mix the contents by inverting it several times, and after you're done with that, you're going to leave it for 10 minutes until it develops coloration. So now we have waited for 10 minutes for your nitrate sample to develop color, so now we're going to test nitrate content of your sample with the colorimeter. And how we're going to do that is we're going to calibrate the, whatever you call this, with this distilled water. So you put this in the colorimeter, tip off, put the cap on, and then you press the green button. And when the green button shuts off, that means that your sample is calibrated.
He's not the one that does that anymore.
So it's off, so that means it's calibrated. And now we're going to put our sample in and calibrate that. So now you see that we have two content levels. The first one is the low and the second one is the high. If either one of them is above 1, you go with the high. If it's below 1, you go with the low. So we're going to go with the low, so our sample is 0.15 milligrams per liter of water.
Now we're going to teach you how to test for ammonia. First, you want to fill an empty cup with the A1402 solution. 5 drops. Fill up the sample with water. Should be 25 milliliters. Next, you want to add 2 drops of A1401 catalyzer solution. And stir it with the ampoule. And after that, you're going to add another 2 drops, this time with A1400. Immediately after, you want to snap the ampule so that water goes inside. Invert the ampule several times and wait 15 minutes for color development.
So now we have waited 15 minutes for the color to develop in this ammonia sample in our ampule. So now we're going to calibrate the colorimeter, my favorite word, so that we get an accurate reading of the ammonia concentration. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the sample ampule into the colorimeter, tip up, put the cap on, press the green button. When the green button turns off, then we can sample. It is off. So now we can put in our sample. And since it is above 1 for the high, we're going to go with the high. So our ammonia concentration is 1.5 milligrams per liter. Hooray! One last thing for the colorimeter and the GLX. So right here, you'll see that there's a little slit and then there's a screw, and you have to make sure that these two are aligned correctly, and if they're not aligned correctly, then your calibration will not be correct and your readings will not be accurate. So make sure that it's aligned like it is here. Cool. Thanks for watching!
We wish you luck in your future GLX endeavors.